Yes guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to show you my custom tactics for the 4-2-3-1 formation. So here we are with my squad, and I've got this request from one of you guys in the comment section stating they really like the gameplay and want to see my custom tactics. So here we are. But before we dive into the custom tactics, the player instructions and all that sorts of witchcraft, leave a like on the video, and if you're new around here, click that subscribe button to show your support and so you don't miss out on any future videos. So now let's jump into the custom tactics. So as you can see, I start out with a 4-3-2-1 formation. And if we go to custom tactics, you can see everything is unbalanced. Straight from kickoff I always change to my attacking game plan. As you can see here, the 4-2-3-1. I do play with drawback, but most people have it set up like this, with 1 depth and maybe even 3 width. But I hate that, so I'm not joining them. I'm gonna play it with 3 depth or maybe even 4 depth. It depends. I switch around between those two. Width between 4 and 5 in the defense. So it's strong defensively but not completely parking the bus. For the attack I just keep it at balanced. That way you can play some nice build-up play, or you can place a quick counter-attack when the opportunity is there. I do want my players to get wide sometimes to create some space. So we play with 6 or 5 width. So we have the space to cut inside and create something. Players in the box I also move around between 4 and 5. But I prefer 4 because most of the times you just command your players to make a run. Corners and free kicks both on 2 because you never really score from those. And this way I have some players behind the ball to stop a counter-attack from my opponent. Then on to the instructions for my players. I just have it on get in behind and stay forward. You can put it on balanced, but I like to have it on stay forward so I have a target man up front in case we do have to start a counter-attack. For the 3 cams I just leave it as it is. I don't touch anything, just leave it on basic. You can maybe put it on comeback on defense for your central cam, but I have Griezmann there and his work rates are high, so I just keep it on basic. But if you have a very lazy cam and you want him to defend, you can put it on comeback on defense. For the 2 CDMs, I have cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking and cover center. With the first one you can play around a little bit. I like cut passing lanes for both of my CDMs. But some people play with 1 on cut passing lanes and 1 on man mark, or just both on balanced. But cut passing lanes works for me, so I keep it that way. Then stay back while attacking. We have 4 attackers, so we don't need the other midfielders to join them. 4 attackers is enough, so stay back. And for defensive position, cover center. I mean, we have the wing backs and we have the cams to cover the wing, so cover wing is default, so make sure you get it on cover center. Otherwise you have a big hole in the center of your midfield. Then for the left back and the right back, stay back while attacking, and the rest just default. Center backs, we don't touch them. You can even put instructions for your goalkeeper. I won't touch it, but if I should choose one, I will probably choose this one. Comes for crosses. Just when a cross comes in, your goalkeeper comes out and he gets the ball. But I just keep it on default, balanced. Saving outside the box, I won't touch that at all. Sweep a keeper. Aggressive coming outside of the box and challenging opponent for loose balls. Well, no thank you. Just keep it on balanced, default. And that will be it. Now I'm gonna play some rivals games so you can see how the formation plays with those instructions and custom tactics. First, you can see that the formation and the tactics work fine for when you have the opportunity to start a counter-attack. We can play the ball outside to Malen and let the other players join the attack. After some passing play down the line, we can move into the penalty area. Unfortunately, we're offside, but it's a great example to show that it's strong on the counter, and as you can see on screen, we have 5 players joining the attack. Next up, you can see a bit of a more slower build-up attack, where we play it inside with our left back, and from there we can start the attack with our midfield. We do lose the ball, but that gives the opportunity to highlight the defense when an opponent can counter. You can see that we still have all 4 defenders behind the ball, and our CDM is covering the passing lane. And when we zoom in, we see that our CDM is adjusting position to prevent a pass towards the striker. Then we can even start an attack from a goal kick. We play it to our left back, and after some passing play between our left cam, CDM and left back, we're already behind the defense. We do lose the ball, but after a rushed pass from my opponent, we can intercept and keep up the pressure. With some quick passing, we get the ball to Griezmann. Griezmann, with some individual play, can get the ball to Dembele, who makes it 1-0. And I can also show you that this formation and the tactics can make your opponent rage quit.
Bye, have a great time.
Now watch this. This right here is a prime example of some patient build-up play with this formation and the tactics. We're just moving the ball around, but also making our way up front. Especially when we speed things up and put some more pace into the attack. We move it inside with our right back and play it to our cam, Griezmann. From there, the magic begins. We play a quick ball to a striker and just keep the ball until Griezmann is in position. Griezmann with a back heel back to our striker, Malen, and we're 1-0 up. Here is another example that shows how strong it is defensively and on the counter-attack. We can move forward straight away with enough players and our striker is already free to receive the ball. But we wait for our cams to join, so we have more players to attack with. We play it into Griezmann, and then you can see that we're in a 2-on-1 situation. But I made a mistake and didn't see the goalkeeper, and that ends the attack. But I will show you that I can complete a counter-attack and will get my revenge. First, some defensive play, because my opponent has the ball after a corner. As you can guess, we intercept the ball and can start the counter. We have the ball with Pereira, we cut inside and play it into the midfield. From there, we can play a quick 1-2 with our attackers and we're through on goal. This time we do beat the keeper, stay patient in front of goal, find Promise at the far post who can make it 2-0. Here you can see that your cams also will help in the defense. In this case it's Promise. And we're just gonna go and place another quick counter-attack. We're through with Griezmann, who can beat this defender, cuts onto his left foot and makes it 3-0. Oh yeah, did I say that it can make people rage quit?
Bye, have a great time.
Alright, this is a bit of a clunky one, but it has some great elements in it. First, some nice defensive play and the build-up after that. Eventually we get the ball to Malen, who's through on goal, wants to lay it back to Griezmann, but it didn't register and we get a weird shot on goal. But this is one of the best things. It's still crowded up front, so we can intercept the ball straight away. Twice in a row. So we keep the pressure and try to score again. Unlucky for us, we hit the post. But it's not done yet. This time we intercept the ball with our CDM. Our attack is still there, so we move the ball forward and try again. This time we do get a goal. After some nice and quick passing play, Malen is there to finish it off. Straight after kickoff, we put some pressure on our opponent and get the ball back. Then we take our time, keep the ball and wait until everyone is back in position. So we can start and see if an attack is possible. Then Dembele steps inside to receive the ball. He plays it to Pereira but stays inside, so we can move our attack that way as well. And when we do, it can go very quickly. With a ball to Malen, gives it back to Griezmann, who makes it 2-0. Here you can see that I make sure that the pass to his striker is cut out, and when that's clear, I can switch to my right cam and cut the other less dangerous pass. From there we can try and place another counter-attack. And again, first cut out a dangerous pass and then try and see if you can intercept the ball. In this case we intercept the ball with Griezmann and again can start a counter-attack. Griezmann is through on goal, but he plays it to Frenkie de Jong instead of Dembele and we lose the ball. Then a new one. We can get dangerous after a free kick from our own half. We get the ball to Griezmann, who can play it to Malen. Malen keeps hold of the ball and after some nice dribbling play, he plays it to Promise. Promise can lay it back to Malen, who gets a shot off, but the goalkeeper saves it. This clip shows that you always need to keep an eye on your midfielders. At first everything is fine, both his strikers can be reached. But just moments later one of his strikers is completely free because Frankie de Jong is out of position. Luckily we still have our defenders, so we can get the ball and start an attack. We get the ball to Promes, who can cut inside and play it into the midfield. From there we can switch the play to the other side to Griezmann. Griezmann is patiently waiting for a teammate to pass the ball to. Griezmann's pass gets intercepted and my opponent tries to counter as well. But our CDMs are cutting those passing lanes so we can get the ball back straight away. And again we try to attack, but this time we play with a bit more patience. And after some passes back and forth, we see a gap and play the through ball to Griezmann. But his goalkeeper gets there first and that ends the attack. So that will be it for today guys. I hope this video was helpful for you and that it improves your gameplay. If it helped you in any way, shape or form, don't forget to like the video. And if you're new, click that subscribe button. Also leave a comment down in the comment section below which formation you really enjoy using. Also, if you've copied this formation and the tactics, please let me know how it went down for you. And if you enjoy it as much as I do. But it's time to wrap it up there. I hope you guys enjoyed and I will see you guys next time.